This is Heavy Conversation with Bruce and Jody, a podcast where we talk about being a big guy in today's world. I'm Bruce. And I'm Jody. Here we go.
Here we go.
All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Bruce.
Jody.
How's it going over there?
It's going. You
Yep.
might notice I'm sans glasses today.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, oh wait, can he see me? Can you see?
So yes. So here in the Chubster Studios, I've moved a bunch of things around, and I've got some lights that shine here where I sit because this is where I do video stuff for Chubster. And
Okay.
One of the problems I've always had is these lights. When I'm wearing glasses, they shine on my glasses, and you can't see my eyes. And it's something that I think people who are watching the videos probably don't care too much about. But for me, it keeps me up at night. So
yeah, it bugs me. Mine bug me too. I'm like, I always try to like move my head a certain way so you can't see my screen or whatever.
So I decided if I couldn't beat the lighting glare, I just try it without glasses. So here we go. Luckily, I can still see pretty well without my glasses. It's just it's different. It's, you know how your body is kind of trained for certain things, and like for me, since I wear my glasses constantly, the only time I take them off is at bedtime. When I take them off and don't wear them during the day, I notice that I get tired. That my body's like, So you have to work through that a little bit.
I've not worn my glasses like in the morning a couple of times, and I've pushed them up, and when they're not there, because I'm like, I can't see. I'm like, so I like try to push my glasses up closer to my face, and I'm like, wow, I'm not even wearing them. I still can't see. Okay, guys, go put your glasses on. You'll be able to see what's going on.
Yes.
Ugh.
Yes. So we're recording this the day after the election.
Yes,
and
we're still alive.
We're still alive. There's no final answer as to who the winner is as of right now. Afternoon, the day after the election, but we're waiting. I would say on a positive note that everybody made it through relatively unscathed. And
I haven't heard any big protests or anything going on yet. I know that a lot of cities and shops have been boarded up. They started boarding up either the day before or the day of the election, which was not a great thing to be seeing, as this is our new election preparation is to board up stores and cities. But I haven't heard anything yet. So, I mean, like you said, the winner hasn't been announced. So we'll,
Right.
Hopefully everyone can stay calm and
hold out for a few days.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all you can do at this point.
Yeah. I kind of made a little self pledge that I wasn't going to be watching the TV, going through this breaking news every 2 seconds, or all these people talking about it, and like just getting my anxiety and worrying me. Like I'll check the AP or NPR every few hours or so just to see where the tally's at, but pretty much that's about it.
Yeah, it's very easy to get sucked in and have that be your entire life until everything is all said and done. And that is not good for anybody. So don't do that.
Yeah. It is definitely nerve-wracking, but
it is. But we're going to get through it. And on the bright side of things, all of the local ballots and candidates and all of that has been chosen, and Oregon has been relatively unique in some of the things that we've passed this time around.
Yeah. Where do you want to start?
We probably should start
on some of those things.
We should start with the mushrooms. I think that's probably a good place to kick it off.
Yeah, I don't know a ton about it. I did a little bit of reading before I voted, obviously, because I wanted to know a little bit more about it. And I was totally in favor of, using, what is
magic
it? Psilocybin? Yeah, magic mushrooms, basically. I don't know. The psilocybin is how I'm saying it.
Yeah. Psilocybin. So basically there was something up to vote on whether or not to legalize from my understanding, it was a trial. It's like a 2-year trial of
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
of using mushrooms to treat depression and some other similar kinds of
Yeah,
things.
PTSD, addiction, all that kind of stuff. Yep.
Yeah, and it's something that as far as I know, it's not happening anywhere else in the United States. It was put up on as an issue on the ballot, and it passed. So,
Yeah.
any other details about it that you see?
Yeah, it's just they have a 2-year period where they're going to figure out, details about qualifications and all that kind of stuff for therapists to use it and to oversee the use of it for some of their patients,
Right,
treating PTSD, addiction, depression, all that kind of
right.
stuff. So,
So, for those of you who think that Portland or Oregon is a lawless hellscape, that's not the case with this.
hmm
Uh,
hmm
it is still going to be controlled, and it's still going
yeah,
through
it's
medical
not for
providers.
recreational use. It's going to be for
Right,
medical, very supervised treatment. So,
right,
not
and
yet, anyways.
right, right. And if you look around the country, there are a lot of states actually passed medical marijuana or
Yeah,
recreational
some
use.
form. Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
So
Which I
uh,
think
you know,
it's almost a no brainer to me now. Like so many states have done it.
sure,
It isn't complete anarchy. People
no,
aren't just it's not the big gateway drug that they used to the
right.
what are those, have you ever seen those old like commercials or like anti-drug commercials for I can't even think of what they used to call weed and like oh shoot, but how it would just like it was the gateway drug and
Oh yeah, yeah,
loose
right.
women and all this like I'm like what are you talking about, but
Yeah, yeah. They
like
they
from the
used to
50s or something way back in the day.
they used to make a big deal of all that stuff, and it's interesting. It's been interesting how things have progressed over
Mhm,
time, and
mhm.
we talked about mushrooms, and we've talked about how in other states they've started to relax rules around uh, cannabis. But another thing that happened here in Oregon is that we decriminalized drugs, and
Mhm.
instead of being caught with cocaine, I guess, or some kind of drug, uh, and taken to jail and incarcerated, you now get a citation.
Yeah.
It's dependent on the amounts, I believe.
Yeah, it's small amounts of cocaine or heroin,
Mhm.
methamphetamine and other drugs,
Okay.
apparently.
Yeah.
I don't
So
know the exact amounts. I'm not that familiar with it, but you know, I kind of go back a little back and forth on that one, but I don't think, especially the penalties for possession for small amounts is a little. Our criminal justice system is a little insane on some of that stuff. So I think that that's a good way to start
yeah,
just going after the criminal justice system and
it's a
changing
it's a
some
good
of those
reform. Yeah.
regulations and sentencing. Yeah, reform. That's the word I was trying to think of.
Yeah, it's a good
I think
reform,
that's a really positive thing.
and a lot of those laws that have been in place for so long uh, affect people of color and uh, people who don't have as much money, a little more than others.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's this is the only state that's doing it. I guess you could kind of look at it as a pilot to see if if you feel like what's happening out here is total anarchy, then I guess we'll see if the anarchy continues and kind of where things
Yeah,
go.
yeah,
But it seems like a step in an interesting direction. So
yeah. Then that's exactly what we need. We
we do
need to
indeed.
put in some work and
Yep,
get some reform happening in the criminal justice system, and I think that's some
definitely.
positive steps. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it's very good. So yeah, it's been an interesting couple days, and it sounds like we'll have a few more interesting days to continue to wait while we figure out who's going to be president next, and we'll kind of go
Yeah.
from there. So You know.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. I can't remember how many other states legalized marijuana now, but
Hmm.
I should have looked that up right before this. But
Yeah, and it's really funny because at least for me, I feel like we're kind of that age where we grew up in the 80s where the war on drugs was so hardcore and
mm-hmm,
Dare was
mm-hmm.
out there and all of this, and so drugs of any kind were really pushed as like like you said, it's a gateway to nightmares,
Yeah.
and it's really interesting, especially people who come out here to visit from the Midwest,
Mm-hmm,
where
mm-hmm.
I'm originally from, and they see like the dispensaries and how these dispensaries are like a lot of them look like high end stores.
Oh
It's like
yeah.
going in. You would never know. You would expect that you're going in and you're going to find like jewelry or menswear or
Yep.
something
Yep.
like that,
Yep.
and that's not the case. And it's interesting how legitimizing an industry, creating an
Mm-hmm.
industry, that's legal, just how that can change things and the way that
Well,
it's
yeah,
put
and
out
the
there.
the tax revenue that they're getting from the sales of marijuana is
Yeah,
just like insane. So
totally.
if that's something that we can use to help our schools and infrastructure, something like that, I like all for that. Like,
Right.
why not tax it? And they're making
Yeah.
insane amount of money on it, and then put it back into the
Totally.
community with addiction issues and recovery and
Hmm.
just working on all that stuff. I think is really important. So yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It makes a big difference.
Hmm.
Trying to think of
And
some
it
of the other things that
um
universal preschool here in
oh yeah.
our and I don't know if that's anywhere else, if any other states or cities or counties have that. I know that that is specific to Multnomah County, which is part of
Yeah, I guess
a good
I
portion of
didn't really
Portland.
know much about the preschool systems
Yeah.
before that. So I was like, I don't know what.
I think that kind of
That's not
stuff
a
can be
thing.
very
What?
expensive. I think
Yeah,
preschool can be very expensive, and
mhm.
this helps it not be. And I think when you look at everything we're going through now with the pandemic and with kind of like
Mhm.
childcare and being out of schools and all of that, I think anything that can kind of help,
Yeah. Well, and
parents
I
and
think
kids.
it yeah, it really sets up those kids for success when they get into school too. I mean,
Right,
I feel like it's not such a scary thing to go into like kindergarten and, whatever, first grade after you've already been sort of in that setting before for the kids.
right,
And depending on the preschool, they do some sort of learning and stuff. It's not just babysitting and anarchy, but
right, right.
mostly I'm sure that's what it is. But
It's the the theme of today's episode: anarchy. It's all about
yeah,
anarchy.
anarchy
Yep,
and
yep.
yeah,
Anarchy and elections. So yes, yes. Speaking of
that is how it feels.
how I'm getting through the anarchy is
Hmm.
with tasty beer. And
Oh, yes.
yes, so I'm drinking a beer that you gave me out of the package of beers, and
Okay,
I'm
nice.
gonna say it's been a like a treasure trove of beer because I mean
I know I'm still working through that too.
there's some good stuff, and this one I like in particular because this is today I am drinking a beer from Main and Mill Brewing Company, which is it's called Number 100 Brown Ale, and it is from a brewery, Main and Mill, that is near where I grew up. I grew up outside of St. Louis, Missouri, and this
Okay.
brewing company, this brewery, is in Festus, Missouri, which is kind of south
Ooh.
of St. Louis. And remember tooling around down there when I was a kid, and so nice to see that they have their own brewery and this brown ale. So let's see.
Yeah, it says
Mm.
an oatmeal brown with a thick
Oh,
mouthfeel, sorry,
yes,
slight caramelness, sweetness, and enjoyable roasty character.
definitely get that. Yeah, it says English brown with malty goodness on the can. I would
Mm.
absolutely agree with that. It is a malty, um, full-bodied beer for a brown ale, and I like a good brown ale. I feel like it's a good kind of go-to for me. I'm a big fan of just that. When you don't want something hoppy, and you don't want something that's going to blow you away, or you don't want it
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
sour. You're not looking to like destroy your taste buds. a brown ale is a good way to go.
Nice. So I have started my holiday Jubile Ale from
Hey,
Deschutes.
'tis the season.
Winter ale. Yeah, I was like, they had it. Well, I went to Target to get some stuff before I came home last night, and I was
Hmm.
like, I think I'm gonna want just something new to drink. I'm kind of, I've had all the ones I have, so I want to try something new.
Right.
And I think I've had this one before. So it says a dark malty celebration ale with layered flavors and beautifully balanced hopping. Jubile Ale pours deep, garnet in color, medium bodied, with notes of chicory, earth, spice, and fruit.
Fancy.
Yeah. So
You
yield,
know,
fire, and
the
food.
those
It's
holiday
good.
beers, they get pretty complex. They add a lot of things to these different
Yeah.
holiday beers. What do you think?
It's really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've already had a few of them last night and today.
Nice. Nice.
6.7 ABV, so
Oh,
that's a
good.
good one.
Good. Yeah. Yeah. This brown ale's 5, which I feel like is, it's not bad, not
Hmm.
too shabby. So yeah, yeah, good beers, and a good way to get through the election and post election day.
Yes, in moderation,
Right.
do what you need to do.
Of course. Of course.
Hmm.
So I've been toying with an idea, and I thought I'd just kind of throw it out here.
Okay.
So I feel like, I don't know if you feel like this, or if you're listening, if you feel this way, but I feel like I've been stuck at home for a long time, and I need to do something new. I need
Okay.
something, and and maybe it's just a little change. Maybe, usually when I feel like this, I'm able to travel, or I'm
Hmm.
able
Hmm.
to do something, go somewhere, get out of the house for a while, and that's hard to do right now. It's just not. It's not super easy to just like. I mean, there aren't very many events going on
Yeah,
anywhere.
there's
You're not getting
nothing
any of
to
that.
do, even if you did go somewhere.
Right, and you don't wanna be out right now. It's not, not a good time to be out there. Safety first, folks. So,
Yep.
uh, I feel like it's starting to get to me, just being stuck in and all of that. So I'm like, what do I have control of that I can actually do?
Okay.
And I am considering shaving off the beard, like just
Oh.
total shave and kind of restarting. And I was
Okay.
thinking about it. I've been thinking about it for a few days, and I was thinking about it. And I was like, well, you know what? Jody just did that recently. And you, you know,
It's already pretty much
it,
back.
I know. Look at that. Look at that. You look like Rip Van Winkle over there. It's like,
Oh yeah.
yeah. So, I'd say probably once a decade, I kind of shave and
Hmm.
start over, and kind of feeling like maybe
You're
this
gonna
is
scare the
maybe this
baby
is
without a
time.
beard on, I think.
I know, I know. Baby's gonna be like, "What's happened?" Yeah,
Who who are you? Who
yeah,
is this guy?
yeah. So, yeah, so I don't
When
know.
was
I
the
just
last time you shaved it all off?
uh
Was it, oh,
2010?
so
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, 2010, 2009, something like that. So, it's been a while. Been a while. I haven't
Hmm.
seen my chin in a
I was gonna
decade.
say, see
Yeah.
what's under there.
Right, right. It's just yeah. And I cut a sizable amount off my beard like 2 weeks ago, and
Okay.
I'm still just kind of like, "Bleh," like I'm
Yeah.
sick of it. You know how you get to that point where you're sick of, like, for me, I'm at the point where I'm sick of all the clothes that I have in my closet.
Hmm.
I'm sick of uh, anything that I would normally wear in my style. I'm just done. I'm just done
Yeah.
with it. And I
Yeah.
think it's
I was in the same way with my, because I mean I am going to work, so but I'm wearing my work clothes. Whew, excuse me,
right.
on a regular, but it's still like the rotation is pretty small.
Mm,
So yeah, I'm itching for some change, but
yeah,
also there, like you said, there's not a lot you can do. So what are you guys, what is everybody else out there doing to maybe change up your routine or something?
yeah,
I need some we need some ideas of things that you can do to change up your routine or change up your
right.
look or something like
Yeah.
that.
How do you change it up? How do you change it up and make it work? And what are you doing you know to stay, I don't know, to keep things interesting, I guess.
Hmm. Hmm.
I know some people are working out. I know there are different ways you can kind of change up your schedule and all of that, but still, it's
Mm-hmm.
just like
But
there's
yeah, you're
only
still
so
doing it
much.
in the same four walls and
Right.
with the
Right.
same couple people, and
Yeah.
yeah.
So don't be surprised if I come in next week and the beard is gone because
Then he has a mohawk and
yeah. Right. 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 We'll
maybe
see.
some face tattoos.
Maybe. I did consider getting another tattoo. I was like, you know, this feels like the right time to do that. A tattoo would be
Hmm.
good. I
Hmm.
mean, why not?
Yeah, you could
So
put it on your chin. You can put it right on your chin there. So when
right.
your beard grows back in, you
You
can't
won't
see
even
it.
know. Perfect. Perfect. For a while, I really wanted to get a chest piece. I always thought that would be
Oh,
interesting. That kind of passed that
I
phase.
I did. I thought about that too. I was thinking like two lumberjacks, like pulling those big, like one of those big
Mm,
saws,
that would be
like one on
amazing.
each side, and then having like a tree. I was like, that's a lot. I don't, or just like, or like have the tree fallen over. I don't know.
I love it.
Like two guys. I don't know, like those big, the huge single blade.
Yeah.
Just back and
Right.
forth, like
Oh
like a
man,
tug of war kind of thing on my chest,
I love it.
like a
I,
yin and yang, or like a devil and a angel guy,
right.
kind of thing.
Yeah. I like that. I like that.
Struggle of you know
Yep.
when you start thinking about tattoos, you got to have meaning and you got to have originality, or at least I feel like I do. I
You're supposed to. You're supposed
Yes,
to.
I'm like, I
So
feel like I want to have, so I got to have a story behind it, or it's not
yes.
like,
Yes.
and then this was a really weird birthday thing that I don't really remember. And this
Well,
was from New Year's 2004.
right,
Or,
right. Yes. I can say that many of my tattoos happened without a lot of thought or under the influence, and
mm-hmm,
both things you should not do when you're picking tattoos, considering they'll be on you for the rest of your life.
mm-hmm.
So yeah, for 40-year-old me looks back at 19-year-old me and says, "No, think about it. Think a little
Yeah,
longer."
yeah.
And
Yeah, I thought way
yeah.
too long about the first one, and I've been itching to do more. I have all these ideas, but the
Mhm.
funds aren't quite there. And then when I did have the money, none of them were open, and then the
Yeah.
money goes to other things to pay off other bills or whatever.
Right, right. Yeah, it is an investment for sure. That's
Well,
something you
yeah,
got to
you
think
want a big
about.
chess piece,
Right, right.
that'll
And
be, and time, and
and I'm okay with that. It can be an investment because I want it done right. That's the
yeah.
thing. One tattoo that I have, I was like I said, I was drunk, and so I went in and it was like a spur of the moment thing, and I happened to go in and apparently was not able to adequately describe what I wanted, so I didn't get the tattoo that I wanted.
Okay.
So it's important.
What did you
Don't
want
drink
and
and
what did you
tattoo.
get?
Well, so I got this heart that says mom, and
Okay,
um,
that's pretty
I
easy.
it is yes, yes. And so what I wanted was for the there's a specific term for this, but I wanted the tattoo itself, the heart. I wanted the heart to be black, and then I wanted the like mom to basically be like the outline, just like my skin, So the tattoo was black, and it used like negative space
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
to
Yeah.
write out mom. Well, I couldn't explain that when I went in, so the guy uh, traced a heart and wrote mom inside,
Oh.
and there
Oh,
we
so you
go.
wanted like the heart to be black,
Yes, and,
and
and
then
then
the negative would be mom.
right, right,
Okay.
yep. So that didn't happen. That did not
Mm-hmm.
happen. Didn't work out that way. Yeah, yeah. And then my very first tattoo. Man, it's really hazy, but I was like 17 or 18, something like that. I was pretty young, and I went to a place with a friend, and it was around the time that everybody was getting like like Japanese characters
Oh, yep,
on their
yep.
bodies. And
Mm-hmm.
so I wasn't totally committed to the idea of having a big tattoo, and so I decided to go with a small character. And
Yeah.
I had this tiny character on my arm, and I had that by itself for a long time, and it kind of looked like a birthmark from far away. So then I kept having things added around it and all of that. And no, no, just you really have to
What
think
does
these
the
things
symbol
through.
mean?
So
What symbol did you get?
I wanted a symbol that that said music. That was
Oh,
really
okay.
that was like my entire life at the time. I knew
Hmm.
I was going into radio. I knew what I wanted to do with my life at the tender
Yeah,
young
yeah.
age of my late teens, and um, so I got I got this tattoo, and the guy said, "Yeah, it says music." It turns out it actually says sound.
Okay.
Whatever. I'll take it. Close enough, I guess.
Hmm.
So again, research.
Hmm. Hmm.
And I've got a couple. I've got a couple that I'm happy with, but yeah, it takes some thought. You got to think it through. You got to think it through. So
Yeah, definitely.
yeah, but
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever actually shared it on the podcast, but I got a burly guy in a martini glass, kind of a classic pinup. It's like a burly guy in laying in the
yes,
martini glass. Yeah. So I
it's
kind
amazing.
of want to keep
It's
with
an
that
awesome
theme of
tattoo.
like classic
Oh,
pinup style, but with guys, like burly guys or heavy guys, whatever. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
sure, burly guys and all that. Yeah, yeah, I like that. I like that. Yeah, yeah. Maybe it is time to really give that some thought. Maybe it's my this is my mid COVID crisis. I
Yeah.
guess I'm gonna
Okay.
shave off my beard and get some more tattoos.
Yeah, you're not gonna wear glasses and you're gonna be
We'll
a whole
see.
new man.
Whatever. Right, right. It'll be totally different. Nobody will recognize me. He's unrecognizable.
Yeah,
He's
I
got
know.
three
That's
chins,
what,
and
when I was shaving my
you
beard
know,
off, I was like, oh
uh,
boy,
I
how
know.
many chins are under there? I had to keep
Yep,
my head up and put my chin
yep.
out all the
I,
time.
right, right. Yeah, your beard
Hmm. Well, yeah, and it
defines your
hides all the
face so
chins
much
too.
that
So
when it's gone. Yeah, and I feel like when I shaved off my beard last time, that was the thing, is that I shaved it off and then I was like, no,
yep.
and immediately started growing it back. So I'm sure it'll be something
Yeah.
similar, but it's been at least 10 years, and I've forgotten. I've forgotten since then. So
Yeah.
I gotta give it a try. So I think I might. At the least I'm gonna shave. I'm gonna
Hmm.
really shave it down
Hmm.
and shave it super short, and we'll just kind of see from there. Maybe that'll
Yeah.
help, and I'll just be like, yes,
Yeah.
this is
And
the
not
change I needed.
very,
But who knows?
nothing too life changing, nothing too dramatic. But I mean, it can be dramatic if you had a
Right,
really huge beard and you
right,
just shaved it off. I still haven't. Thinking of that, I still haven't seen the world beard
yeah.
champion Madison Rowley without his beard. He shaved his off last winter or last fall
Oh,
for some charity thing. I don't know if you remember, he had like this huge,
oh
like
wow.
obviously world champion beard. He won twice. One year, and then he didn't go the next
Hmm.
year, and then he won another
Right.
year. I haven't. I guess this whole year has been kind of. I haven't seen many people, so I don't know. But check him out on Instagram and see.
It's been such a weird year. It feels, yeah, it feels like it's been so
Yeah.
long since I've seen anybody. Like it just, I don't know. And I know everybody's got to be feeling this way. It's just a crazy this this whole year, and just everything. It's too much.
Mm-hmm.
2021 needs to be awesome.
Well, I
That's what
can't
I'm
see a
saying right
picture
now.
of him without his beard,
So
but he's the one with
yeah,
the long beard, not the curly one.
no, yeah. If you're watching
Hmm.
us on the video, then you're seeing this long, majestic, curly, not curly, the long, majestic, furry beard that is it's insane. That's insane. I like it. Yep. Well, yeah. There we go. There we go.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna play
Yeah,
around with the
the
beard. I
grays.
think that's been
The
settled.
yeah, you're
Thank
welcome. The
thank
gray
you
is
for
definitely
talking
coming
that
back
through
in
with me.
mind. So start showing my age again.
Yeah, I have also been noticing that on mine as well. I've got like a whole spot
Mm-hmm.
like on my
You
right
and me both.
side of my chin where it's gone white. Yeah.
We're twins.
Yep. Yeah, hey, there we go.
Yeah.
Maybe there's apparently something going on that side of our chin. Yes.
40-year-old redheaded guys with a
Perfect.
big white patch on the
So,
side here.
yep.
It's growing. Yeah. Well,
That's right.
I
That's
appreciate
right.
you taking
It
some
is.
time
It is.
to chat during this unusual day after election time.
Yeah. It just felt like just kind of talking as
Mm-hmm.
opposed to
Mm-hmm.
jumping into one big topic made sense because uh,
Yes, a very heavy
it's
week,
been a
lots
heavy
going
week.
on.
It's
So
been a
remember to take some
yes,
time for yourself
yes,
away from all the news and everything that's going on, and
right.
do some meditation or do some breathing. Yeah, or just kick back and
Kick
relax.
back.
Do whatever you need to do to decompress
Right.
and calm back down.
Right.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
There we go. That'll do it.
Bye, Bruce.
All right.
Can't wait to see you
next week. Bye-bye. Bye, Jody.
Thanks for listening to Heavy Conversation. Be sure to like and subscribe on iTunes or wherever you get your
podcasts. Podcasts.